how can I take control of my connections, my relationship, my communication, so I know if I want to show up as friendly or as likable or as competent, I know exactly what to do with my body, my voice, my words to show up in that way. So for me, the only way I was able to overcome awkwardness was taking control of the signals I'm sending and being able to take control of the kinds of relationships and conversations I had. The step one of control is, how do you want people to see you? And here's what's really important. The cues that you send to others make people think about you a certain way, but the cues you send to others also change how others treat you. So if you want to be treated with more respect, you have to make sure it starts with you, that you're sending the cues needed to show others how they should treat you with respect. If you want to be treated with friendliness or warmth or vulnerability, how do you signal to others, I want you to be open and raw and real with me? We can take control of those signals to tell others, here's how I want to be treated. And so step one is, how do you want people to see you? Let's play a little game, okay? So in your mind, when people first meet you, what word do you think they think? So a lot of the words, I have two kind of groups of people. I have folks like you who are like warm, competent, charismatic, confident. I love it. But a lot of folks, and if this is you, I'm with you, I'm gonna help. It could be quiet, it could be awkward, it could be scared, nervous. There's a lot of words like that. Then the question is, what do you want people to think when they first meet you? Think of 3 words that you wish to convey. Now we have to work backwards. So step 2 is, okay, how do we convey warmth and competence and loving or confidence? That's where the real magic happens. At the very beginning of my career, I realized that humans were sending these social signals back and forth. Your nodding, your hand gesture, your feet, your voice power, and I just missed them all. I have an affliction. I tend to misinterpret neutral faces as negative.
I think we all do.
A lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
It's the basis of resting bothered face. Yeah. This is the basis. There's actually science behind RBF. And it's that most people misidentify neutral expressions as negative. And by the way, an interesting thing they found in the research with this was if you are an angrier person, if you tend to get angry more, you see more neutral faces as angry.
Ooh, right. I didn't even think about that.
So in a way, the way you see the world changes the world. Let's add a step to our exercise.
Please.
Which is, I'm just thinking about this now. What's your bad day first impression word?
My bad day first impression word would be absent. Like I'm just...
Oh, like muting.
Yeah, like I'm just not quite there. I'm probably looking through someone. I'm probably not listening as well as I usually do because I'm kind of just... I'm lost. I'm a bit lost and absent, yeah.
Okay, so everyone should think about their bad first impression word, their current first impression word, and their ideal. Why? What are the triggers that trigger you to be in that bad space? And what are the triggers that make you feel in that good space? So one of the very first steps is, okay, whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, or an ambivert, and there is that sort of in between, who triggers you to be your best self? You know how like around certain people, you're like, I'm my funniest, I'm my most charismatic. Great. Those are the people who bring out the good first impression. You want to be around those people as much as possible. Who are the people who bring out the bad first impression? Right? Like who are the people who make you feel, the way I would describe it is like tight inside? Who makes you feel angry? Who makes you feel rigid? Who makes you feel afraid? Who makes you shut down? So what are your triggers that make you do that? The people, but also the places.
Yes.
So I think that like knowing who and what is going to also set you up for success into getting to the better, taking control, right?
Yeah.
If you can control the people and the places where you want to show up your best self, that's like step number 1. That's the groundwork.
There were 2 areas I really wanted to focus on with you today. One was looking at the dating landscape, and we'll start there. And the second I want to focus on is work. We were talking about this idea that let's say you're at a workout class. Let's say you're at a social space. Maybe it is a rooftop bar, maybe it is a club.
Yes.
You want to signal to someone to make a move. You want to let them know that you find them attractive, that you'd like them to do something, but you want to be subtle. You don't want to give it away. How do you let someone know that they should make a move without giving it away?
Okay. I'm going to give you news that you're probably not going to like, but it's so important. It's a phenomenon called signal amplification bias. What this is, it's very well studied, that we tend to think we are over obvious with our cues. So if you're in a bar, they literally studied singles in a like bar nightclub setting. Women and men who think they are being obvious with their flirtation cues The other person has no idea. Okay?
That's so good.
They even counted the number of flirtation signals. This was incredible research. They observed singles mingling and they counted each person's flirtatious signals towards other people in the room. They found in 10 minutes, how many signals do you think it took for a woman to show a man she was interested? In 10 minutes, how many signals did she have to send?
When it actually worked?
When it actually worked.
Now that you've given me some sort of, I'm going to go 30.
29.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's it. It took 29 signals in 10 minutes to get approached. So the other person went, oh, she's interested, just interested. That was before even the conversation started. So what are the flirty glances of availability? And this is what's most important is in the same group of studies, they found that attractive women, the most attractive women who are rated on their attractiveness, got approached less than unattractive women who didn't signal enough.
Fascinating.
So if you're an attractive woman and you don't signal enough, you won't be approached.
Do you have to approach more based on how objectively attractive you are?
You have to be available more. So what they found, and it's ridiculous that we're rating on attractiveness, but it helps us understand that sometimes I think we use attractiveness as an excuse. I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not this enough. No, actually, some unattractive women who signaled availability got approached more.
Wow.
And so availability actually makes you more attractive. When you think about your hair, your outfit, how you look, how you smell, all those things are great, but they will not work if you do not know the body language signals of availability. And you have to be super clear with them. So the very first one are flirty glances.
Are you gonna demonstrate?
Yeah, I'm gonna demo it for you. Okay, so flirty glances are typically little gaze patterns. Is we sweep the room with our eyes, then we see someone we like,
Oh yeah, nice little side glance.
Yeah, like very brief.
It's a look back up.
It's a look back up.
It's like you're looking around, but then
look back.
Like
yeah,
that,
and
right.
it's a side look or a down and up look. The down and up look works really well because you're looking up through your lashes. That's a very, think Marilyn Monroe. So if you want to look at the classic example of this, every good photo of Marilyn Monroe, she has her chin tilted down and she's looking up through her eyes.
Yes.
That is a look that we just like. We just like it. That's why we like it. So it's glancing around the room and then eye contact away, eye contact away. Then it's little smiles. So look and little smile. And by the way, remember, it took 29 of these. So we got to get really comfortable with trying. And the nice thing is there's no pressure. If he doesn't return the glance, he doesn't return the glance, right?
Yeah.
So eye contact, smiles. Self-touch is also considered a flirty glance. So like if I play with my hair or I play with my dress, that's a way of signaling our hair health from an evolutionary perspective. It's like, look how healthy I am, my healthy long hair. I think it's one of the reasons why we tend to like long hair. Women will also, when they're flirting, they'll touch their neck, their lips, or their chin. This actually releases pheromones. So the reason why sometimes women will touch their neck or touch their lips is because they're actually trying to release their scent. And scent is very, very important. It's important in dating, but it's also important in friendships. For example, it's a little bit off the side of dating, but I just want to explain why smell is so important. I just read this study and I was like, what? They had women wear white t-shirts with no deodorant, no nothing. So just their natural smell for 24 hours. They took these t-shirts and they had other women smell these t-shirts and rate the women on if they liked the smell. Then they had all the women interact in person. They didn't know who was who. The smell they liked the best predicted who they liked the best in person.
No way.
So they actually found their people. There is something to it. So when you're self-touching like that, it's because we're trying to release this natural smell of like, I'm gonna probably click with you.
Right,
That's
if
why
you smell good.
If you small good. And good is
subjective.
It's subjective. Yeah. Like that's why I think why sometimes you're like, oh, we're just clicking. Yeah. We like each other's smell. So being available, also like releasing pheromone self-touch. And then this one is not from the research, but I'm gonna really encourage you to try it. I think the best way to show availability is one word. And it sounds like this. Hey. Just that. Okay? You walk to the bathroom, you walk to the bar, you walk by them. Hey. Just like that. Because look, and by the way, this is for both men and women.
Yeah.
Okay? Because life is too short to not hey.
Yeah.
Right? And there's no pressure. If you walk by someone in the gym, right, and you're like, hey, even if they have their AirPods in, if they like you, they're going to be like, hey. Right?
Does it matter the tone of voice? Because you say it.
No, it matters. So if it goes good, the guy's going to be like, hey. If he's not into it, he's going to be like, hey.
Yeah. Right.
No problem. Right? Like, cool. Hey.
Yeah.
So it's like the most low pressure way. Research finds that we decide how confident someone is within the first 200 milliseconds of hearing them speak. 200 milliseconds. That means the most important word you can say really is, hey. That's it. You just signaled your confidence, not competence. It's specifically confidence. Okay, so what does that mean? We are listening for relaxation and breath in the vocal cords. So right now I'm working really hard to use the lowest end of my natural voice because I know that people are listening and I want to keep them relaxed. When I get nervous, I tend to go a little higher in my vocal tone. I might get a little bit more vocal fry, and I might sound a little bit more like this. Now, if I were to do the entire interview in this tone of voice, it would drive you crazy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Horrible.
Yeah.
It's infectious. We catch it. We don't like to be around people where we could catch their anxiety. We don't want to catch their anxiety.
If this inspired you, subscribe for more motivation.